Okay, with this black walnut, I was having trouble finding the rings on the back. As I got into the sapwood, I couldn't tell when one growth ring started, another one finished. But I have to have the back even on the back here. So what I can discern is I can see that there's where the dark heartwood starts and the sapwood begins. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking this marker, I'm going to mark it on this side and on all sides of the limbs, and then I have a marker just so I can range how far to keep the thickness on the back. So that's what I'm going to do now is mark it, and then I'll go around with the draw knife and rasp and take everything down to this thickness right here. This is what we're going for. Okay, I'm done with the pencil here. I got my line drawn on the ring right where the heartwood meets the sapwood, and this is the handle area right here. And I was just looking at this, it gets a little squirrely right here towards the handle, and it's going to be kind of cool looking when the bow is done with that nice big bump there that we have to leave. So next step is take my draw knife and get it down to a matching thickness about there somewhere, and then I can start straightening it out a bit. Alright, now what I'm doing is, now that I've got this line here that shows me where this layer is, I found my thickness up here, and now I'm making a line at my thickness that I want of sapwood, thickness that I want of sapwood left on the bow here. So I'm going to go around and make this line, this guideline, and then when I'm drawing knifing it down or rasping it down or whatever, it's real easy for me where to stop, to see where to stop. And it'll make life a lot easier instead of going through and guessing. So what I'll do is I'll come and I'll put this line all the way down, and then I'll get it in the vise and start taking it down. When I'm taking the back off of, when I'm reducing the back on a bow, I like to take one side first, like that. Then I'll come back and I'll work on the other side like that. And I'll bring it all right down to the line I want to, but at an angle. A little angle like this. And I'll bring it down right to that line I want. And at the end, I can just come and take a little hill off. And what it does, it just makes it nicer for me, because you only have to remove a third of wood at a time instead of, if you're going flat, you're trying to remove all the wood at one time, and it makes it a little harder. So it's just a little trick I use to make it easier. I could have went with a draw knife with this, but I decided to go with the big rasp, and then I'll follow it up with a scraper probably to get that back ready for rawhide. When I am getting down to the line, I'm leaving just a little tiny bit, just for safety's sake. I don't want to get too thin because it can never put wood back on, but if I got a little bit too much, I can take it off. So yeah, don't erase the line when you're reducing wood. Whoa. Always remove beverages from the work area. I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to put pencil marks right on the very edge, as close as the edge as I can get it. Same here too, I'll come through. Sticking right on the very edge. And what these do is when I'm coming through with my rasp and I'm flattening out this top, I know that if this line disappears, I went too deep and I have to stop. I can't touch that anymore. So these are just guidelines to help me keep this even and help guide me and make sure that this stays flat when I'm done. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through on both of these limbs and finish flattening this out as good as I can. And then I'll start the next segment of the video with the scraper and take and flatten that back with the scraper and start getting it ready for the rawhide backing. So finish this up.